Jungleman debuts his guy who gets knocked out costume. Andrew Robles in court testifying in the mega $50 million court case, and a vlogger catches 2 known cheats pulling their shit in Texas. These stories and more on tonight on...
You're a champion.
Ooh, we are back! Hello, I'm Ryan Depaulo. Welcome to the DGen Debrief. It's a poker news show with facts we don't miss, but we have a comedic twist. Our story tonight, first one, is the Super Bowl happened and you lost a lot of money. Our second story tonight is 2 notorious and confirmed poker cheats, allegedly, just so I don't get sued, but they've been banned years ago from poker rooms in Florida, California, New Hampshire. They popped up again, pulling their same shit now in Texas. Noberto Pardo and Yaquil Moqueda Perez, 2 gentlemen with rap sheets who both understood the Super Bowl halftime show, were now spotted playing 125 PLO at the Lodge in Round Rock, Texas. You know, former rounders, shout out Bet on Drew. The 2 were recognized by Anthony Martino, a poker vlogger who previously caught them cheating in Florida. Luckily, he was there because he recognized them and then alerted the floor at the Lodge. The Lodge does not play any games with any type of cheating. If you fold out a turn in a tournament twice, you get a penalty. They stopped play right away, looked at the deck, found marked cards, and it led to an immediate lifetime ban. Plus, these guys are known already. According to Martino and other reports, the typical setup of their scam, both players sit in a PLO game at the same table. And apparently, they like to or need to sit in seat 1 and the other one in seat 6. In order to do this, they offer the player in those seats $50 to take their seat. Now, if this ever happens to you, this is sketchy as fuck. The only time this request could possibly not be shady is if the guy is like 78 years old and wants seat 5 because his wife died on May 5th or some shit, and it's good luck. They have some system where they mark cards and signal to the other guy, and they always do it in PLO games, I guess for more card removal information. Here are the 2 guys. Look at these dick bags and remember these faces, guys, because according to my math, they still have like 46 more states to fuck around in, give or take. They look like every single dude who comment on models' Instagrams. Oh, so beautiful, heart emoji, heart emoji. And you're like, who is this creep? It's them. These guys have been doing this same scam, as I said, since 2020, but it doesn't seem like any legal action has been taking place, and that's because every state has different rules. It's kind of convoluted mess. In Texas, they're operating in a legal gray area, so they just ban them themselves, and it's kind of onto the next club's problem. In other states, you can't legally prosecute because they cheated other players and not the house. So everybody's kind of kicking the can down the road. In general, it's kind of up to us players to keep watch and look out for these guys and just snap report them if you see them. You know, it's kind of hard to remember these faces. I wish, do they have any identifying scars or maybe like the worst tattoo I've literally ever seen? This guy's a genius. With a UFC head tattoo, you're definitely going to get away with not being recognized. But possibly worse than any of the cheating is they also like to threaten vloggers. Martino, after outing these guys, received threatening text messages from Pardo. One message read, "I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you, you fat mole. One day you and I will come face to face." Yo, fat mole seems pretty harsh. I mean, that's not nice. I'm sure Martino doesn't look like a
Anthony here. I am in Austin, Texas, and
on next week's story tonight, attention Euros, I'm coming to Prague to have a cigarette for dinner and heavy cream at the WSOP Europe. It goes from March 30th to April 14th, and as long as I'm not taken right from the airport, I'll be playing a ton of cool events, 1 week or 1 1/2 weeks there. Come say hi, and we can have a light European meal like chocolate bar and 4 or 5 sausage. That's Nick Kroll's joke. Jungleman, a.k.a. Daniel Cates, poker's autistic cousin who cosplays as an anime fox, made his Twitter Grifter Boxing League debut against someone named Shelf. Oh, Elf? Pretty gay. If you're unfamiliar with Elf, congratulations on being employed. He's one of these like twink sports bettor influencer grift lords whose only purpose and goal in life is to get all the 18-year-old men to stop buying Fortnite bucks and instead sign up for his lock picks. Buy the hook and lay the points. It's a lock. There were some other boxing matches that we were on the fence about covering. It's just a bunch of stupid, corny shit. But now Jungleman's involved. Now both fighters admit to having no experience fighting, but they didn't need to tell us this. If you just watch the first 5 seconds of the fight, it becomes fucking abundantly clear. I can't even tell what sport this is. Poker News produced like a hype video puff piece showcasing Jungleman's training and preparation for the fight. But all they ended up showcasing was Jungleman's sad gambling addiction. Because in every single B-roll and A-roll shot, Jungle is just playing some probably insolvent app game on his phone, like non-stop. I mean, the dude's fucking getting a haircut. Like, come on. Yo, the only shot in this of Jungleman not playing poker on his phone is when he's training and That's the only time he couldn't because his fingers are not accessible. Like, if you want to play poker through your entire life on your mobile device, that's fine. But at least use Coin. We have a mobile app for iOS and Android for you poor people who send green text. The new for mobile experience has a baby camera feature where in the middle of the table you can see what your baby's. Oh my God. Use the code when you make your account. You get eligible for exclusive giveaways that I do regularly on top of all the normal stuff. Feed my daughter with your rake. So what actually happened in this fruity little fight? Surprisingly, the 36-year-old who looks 4 months pregnant lost to the 22-year-old who's in shape. No way. However, the fight did end in controversy when the refs split the two fighters up for a reset early in round 2. Alf, who was clearly winning to this point, starts to hype up the crowd who are too Asian to get excited. While he's doing that, Jungle just wanders off somewhere, probably looking for his phone. Then the ref restarts the fight, but he does not make eye contact with Jungleman, which the refs are supposed to do. So only Alf hears him, and he jams Pagano into Jungle's face. The ring then devolves into chaos. Elf chest bumps one of Jungleman's people, and then this guy throws like the best punch of the night. Now the IKF, which I have no fucking idea who would sanction this fight, called the fight a no contest because of the fucked up ending. But Elf appealed, and now the IKR has ruled the fight a TKO. This obviously is the right ruling. Just because Jungle and the ref fucked up, protect yourself at all times. It's on Jungle's responsibility. He got knocked out. The funny thing is calling that fight, though, because he could have continued. Whatever. Now, Jungleman did pay out his bet with Elf for an undisclosed amount. Looks like it might have been $300K based on his 2 weeks later still sulking tweets. However, all the sports books have kept Rob Coon's money and made the decision a no contest, and they will not pay out. After the fight, Jungleman said he wanted a rematch with Elf, but instead of kickboxing, wait, that was kickboxing? Nobody fucking kicked. Jungle said he might want to do MMA. Oh, so he could wear the fingerless gloves and play hands in between rounds. That makes sense. Sorry, I didn't understand what he was saying. Actually, I'll box Jungleman. I would love to fight Jungleman. I'm not even joking right now. This is not in the script on my child. I will fight Jungleman if he's still into boxing this summer. WSOP, vlogger versus pro. I'm out of shape. He's out of shape. Jungle, I'm dead serious. I would be like a actual fair opponent for you. Let's fucking do this, man. Yo, I'm hype. I don't even know if this is going to be included in the video now. Two G-Lords of the game, Alan Keating and Antonio Esfandiari, got in a massive $2.5 million pot last week on the Poker Go Super High Roller Cash game. Let's take a look in this episode's DGen Hand Analysis. Come on, Nick. We don't need to do anal wordplay jokes. We only do actual anal on this show. This game was already crazy from the jump. They were playing blinds of 1K, 2K, with the 7-deuce squid game on, the stand-up game, the octopus game, the sit-down game, mandatory off-switch straddle, and a no-peepsy, yes-touchy rule at Showdown in Pots versus non-blacks. The action was crazy already. But in our hand here, the action folds to Andrew Roble, fresh out of court. More on that later. But he's in the small blind. He raises it up to 20K with King-Queen-O. Antonio Esfandiari now looks down at pocket nines in the big blind. He 3-bets to just shy of the average annual American salary. Alan Keating then attempts to steal it all and puts in the old 4-bet out of the straddle with 870 to 6 figures, 2 years salary. This is a crazy thing to say out loud. It's like, sounds like somebody is like bottoming out Gamblers Anonymous story, dude. Cleft palate Matt Damon folds and the magician calls. Now you may think to yourself, should Esfandiari 5-bet here because we know Alan Keating is wild and does this so wide, but that does nothing except fold out his bluffs, right? If you do that, you also can't really call a 6-bet. So just like his 3-bet being reasonable, calling the 4-bet, Esfandiari makes the only choice, which is make the call. Their heads up to a flop, and there is 4 years of a $36 an hour full-time job in this pot. Both players look a little tense. The flop comes real juicy for both guys. 9-8-6, Pride. Gives Antonio Esfandiari top set and Keating an open-ended straight draw.
Top set versus second pair and an open-ender.
Very important, this is a rainbow board here. Makes Keating like his draw a lot more. Anthony checks, and let's break down his way of checking. Does his cute little dainty 2-finger check. He's really trying to give off, I did not flop top set in a 300K pot vibe. And Keating, like a dumbass, takes the bait and bets 75K. No, I'm kidding. It's actually standard 30% pot, aka 750% of Joey's net worth. Now, let's take a pause and think. You at home, what would you do if you were Antonio Esfandiari in this spot? Would you raise now? Just call and trap? If it were me, I know what I would do. I would instantly leave the table, go fuck his wife, and transfer all his money to my bank account before I became Ryan again. But raising is a good option as well. After a couple of huge swallows, may or may not be real, he goes all in for $1.1 million.
About that. You've never seen.
He just rips it.
Commentators seem to be bewildered by this decision, but I'm much more on Antonio's level than Ali, so I completely understand going for it here, especially versus Keating, who could easily have a silly straight draw that wants to see both cards, or overpairs that he may get his action killed if another straight card comes out, right? Now Allen is thinking, and he genuinely looks uncomfortable. They both do. I mean, look at Antonio. He's hiding so much of his face. He looks like the fucking Neighborhood Watch logo. But Keating is real squirming. I mean, these are real men who probably, honestly, both have like an irresponsible amount of themselves, possibly 100%. Keating is having a hard think. This is a big bet. This is really shitty spot for him. It sucks. I mean, don't do this to yourself. Don't fucking 4-bet the 8-7-0. But like, what do you do here? Antonio has a lot of sets here, but you got equity. I don't know. While Keating is having a hard think, he politely requests that Kirk Brown and others stop talking. And the response he gets is like typical scumbag at your 2-5 game ever.
Tantalizing.
Kirk, if you could be quiet for just a moment.
We don't give a fuck about this hand, buddy.
Be more considerate of other people.
I'm talking to Justin. I'm not talking to you.
Wow. Oh, boy. I don't think that's going to go over well.
Dude, it's $1 million pot already with two of the most popular players in the world. So not only is it polite, but from a show standpoint, I fucking promise you, everybody in the public cares more about how Allen takes his fucking coffee than whatever dumbass bad beat story you were talking about. The guy you're telling it to probably doesn't even give a fuck and is just being polite. Keating, possibly a little tilted from dealing with a actual retarded person, ends up making the call.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That call means we've breached the $2 million pot barrier, Brent. 2.4 plus.
And I love it. As I said, you could tell these guys are actually gambling and not having fun, like true gambling, where your life will be deeply impacted by the outcome of this event in front of you, therefore locking you into the present moment better than any drug or woman can. Degeneracy. Allen gets there, and I am fucking becoming actual friends with Allen, so I'm pumped as fuck watching this. But then my heart is broken because I realized they ran it twice. So, of course, they chop.
Okay. No blood.
Wow.
Yo, can streams start forcing either 1 or 3 runouts? Like, I want somebody to lose. Tom Goldstein, a Jewish whale, who made headlines last year when he lost $50 million playing poker in a web of lies and stealing while sucking at the game, including folding a straight on stream.
Call.
Steve makes the call.
I didn't hear what you said. Oh, okay. Alan,
Whoa.
25K chips?
Thomas folded.
Has had his weeks in court as his trial has been ongoing for the last 2 weeks. He's being charged with like tax evasion and other rich guy charges. It's a real convoluted story, but it's crazy. He's a high profile lawyer and he's playing some of the highest games in the world. And basically he's accused of failing to disclose his poker winnings of around $50 million. Now, Goldstein's defense called possibly the highest earning cash game player in history to the stand, Andrew Roble. Now, he was testifying that he received some of that $50 million and in fact is still owed, and basically just explaining how backing and pieces work. Yo, I need fucking Roble to come. Can you, Andrew, if you're watching this, can you come testify to my wife that just because I win $5K in a tournament, it doesn't mean I have $5,000, Katie? My backers, Mr. Dragon Link and the Joker Poker Joker, are entitled to their 50%.
Andrew Roble told a federal grand jury he coached superstar lawyer Tom Goldstein for a series of heads-up poker matches that resulted in $50 million in profit.
Also on this day in court, the prosecution was talking about the charge that Goldstein's mortgage applications failed to disclose gambling debts. Wait, no, was I supposed to do that? No. Imagine how fucking stupid I'd look at the bank like, everything is all set, Mr. Depaulo. It's like, sir, no. I came in today because I haven't been totally honest. I borrowed $1K from Drunk Tom at that 2-5 game in Midtown last week. The guy went runner boat on me and Mr. Depaulo, stop right there. If that's the case, then I'm sorry, but his full house beats your ability to own a house. The trial is still ongoing, so we won't know for a while if Roble's bluff will get through or if this story will be...
It's the trooper.
Are you guys fucking serious, dude? We're still doing this fucking bit, dude? I mean, yo, since we've started, he's quit uploading on his channel, brandished a gun, and even stopped doing Trooper Thursdays. I always get nervous for his mental health, and I just have this maybe illogical fear that he's gonna do something stupid.
This is Coin Poker's code RDP Trooper moment.
Oh my God, no, Troop, don't jump. You have a lot to live for. Jesus Christ, Troop.
5 minutes before 7, and there's work to be done. That's where we do the work.
Now, I know you guys think I'm exaggerating, but 6:55 a.m. slot sessions, it's the number 3 red flag for suicide. You ever see those videos of horses before they attack? They do that stomping thing and the noise. Oh! A Sunday morning slot session at 7 a.m. is the human version of that. Trooper is telling everyone, blatantly as he can, that he's about to crash the fuck out and he might hurt someone, so we have to put him down. I guess it's true. We will continue the bit. I mean, it's almost our responsibility. Yo, 7 a.m. in Vegas is like that cantina scene in Star Wars, like just denim hookers and fat, sad degens.
We only just now started this party. I really wanted it to last a while.
Ooh, give him my
That's a $100 double mini, so we're going to be in profit world.
Oh my God, Trooper, what happened to Slots Are the Focus? You spent the whole first minute of this vlog in the creepy Halloween serial killer POV. Fast spinning bonuses at 7 a.m. on Sunday is an actual cry for help. What the fuck? Why is nobody helping him?
Make the booty bounce on the dance floor.
Now, he doesn't deserve any applause. He called with King Jack.